Welcome everybody, it's Santana from SheBlogsInc.com. Thank you so much for watching this video and welcome to the first installment of I'm Not an Expert series, where I give you thoughts and tips and advice on things that I'm so not an expert in, but I'm giving you what I know and you can use it as you will. So today we're going to be talking about blogging, and it's been so long that I've been wanting to try to do like a blogging series, and even on SheBlogsInc.com I have the blogger series, and so I'm trying to do and incorporate more blogging stuff on the blog and on here because I know you guys are interested, and I just know me, even to this day, 6 years later of blogging, I still refer to other bloggers and I still read different blogs and tips and things like that. So we're not gonna go like into like major detail or anything and more complicated stuff, because frankly I don't got time for that, nor do I really care. And if you really want to know those things, that I trust that you will use good old Google and you will look for it yourself. Yes, so I'm just gonna do simple stuff. I have my little list so I can keep myself organized. It's 10 things on starting a blog and blogging in general. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on those things. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So, thing number one, starting a blog and to why. Ask yourself why you want to start a blog. Is it for money? Is it for a free product? Is it to just get your thoughts out there, or put them down somewhere? Find your reason why that you want to blog. I will say, if you're trying to get into blogging for free product or money, then you are going to fail miserably and you might as well not even start at all. Let's just be honest. I know when I started blogging like 6 years ago, there were so many blogs, there were so many beauty bloggers, and I always felt like they were more successful than me because all of a sudden they got like thousands of followers and they were getting brands that were contacting them like crazy. Fast forward to 6 years later, like 80% of those blogs still do not exist. That has to say something. And I will say, like, there are very few blogs that have lasted and maybe even left and came back, like Agape Love Girl. She's also here on YouTube. Like, I've been reading her blog for quite a few years now. And then Classy, Sassy, and a bit smart assy. Her name is Jasmine. I love her as well. I've been following her for the past few years, and those are like two bloggers that just stick out in my head that I know have been around, you know, throughout the years that I've been blogging and are still doing some great things today. So shout out to them. But again, they have that passion for it. They have that want for it. So ask yourself, why do you want to start a blog? Make sure you are real with yourself. Make sure what you're saying and what you're thinking about, what you think doing a blog is realistic. Because you can start a blog on anything, but you can also get burnt out really easily, because it's not like you do one post and you're going to be like having millions of readers by tomorrow. So get that under control. The second one is a name. Make sure, please, that it is a good name, a name that you're going to stick with, not like me, who's changed my blog name probably like 5 times over the years. Yeah, we'll get into that in a moment. But choose a name that represents you, that represents what you're going to be blogging about, that you just fall in love with. You shouldn't fight and try too hard to get a blog name. You shouldn't. It should just freaking come to you. That's how all of my blogs names that have come about. I started off with Curly Girl Beauty, if you remember. This is what the channel originally was called, and I stuck with that for a few years because, you know, I really Curly Girl Beauty. Then I switched to thebeautydaily.com, which just came to me again, and I love it. I still love the name. And then She Blogs Inc. And I switched names because my blog was growing, and that's a whole different thing. And that's what I realized that you have to keep in mind with your blog name, is that there is a big chance that your blog may transition and may grow. You could be starting on, you know, doing, you know, tech videos, you know, for the next 3 years, but then you decide I want to branch out into food. So try to choose a name that is conducive to what you're going to be blogging about, but also gives you that freedom to also grow with your blog as well. So if you decide to switch it up, you can totally do that and still remain under the same name. Now, the Beauty Daily, for example, was very much just beauty related. When She Blogs Inc. came to my mind, I loved it because it just said it precisely what I'm doing. I am blogging. She blogs. I love that. The ink represents a brand that I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build, I'm trying to make. So it was just very conducive to what I wanted to do, and I can go wherever I want to go with She Blogs Inc. And I love that fact. I still blog about beauty and skincare and hair care because that is my main staple, but I've also added some lifestyle posting. I've also added recipes to the blog as well, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. So I love the fact that I feel like I now have a name that really gives me that room to go wherever I want to with it, and also grow with it when I really want to. So really consider a name, and you are kind of married to that name, to be honest, a little while. But before you really build your blog to higher and bigger proportions, you may want to go back and reconsider, okay, do I really want to stick with this name? And please don't choose a cheesy name, because that's just, no, it's not cute. The third is buying a domain, and I have to stress this so much. When you are a beginner blogger, you probably go to blogger.com, wordpress.com, squarespace.com, etc.com, etc.com, etc.com. If you are going to be serious about blogging, I stress to you to please buy your domain name. It is so freaking inexpensive. It is ridiculous. There are some blogs out there, I will not say their names. Granted, they may have like thousands of readers and followers on social media, etc., whatever the case may be, but I hate how some of them still have .blogspot.com, .wordpress.com. To me, that is so unprofessional, especially when you've built a following for yourself and for your blog. You still cannot spend $10 to $15 for 1 year at least to buy your freaking domain. Really? And I know you've made over that. To me, there's no excuse. There's no excuse to me. If you are trying to be perceived as a professional blogger, professional in the sense that you want to work with brands, you want to collab with other people, and you just all in all want to be taken seriously, spend 10 to 15 bucks and buy your freaking domain. I think I actually spent $7 for sheblogsinc.com. For real. So you can even get it for under $10. Like GoDaddy, like Namecheap, like there's so many domain servers and they're always running sales. There's no excuse why that you cannot get your own domain. It just looks so much better, because honestly, if you're telling me that you have thousands of readers and then you come to me with a blogspot.com or wordpress.com, I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy, and I'll be like, there's no way that you're really serious. Let me get off my soapbox and continue on, right? Buy your domain. It's not that hard. Platform. This is a big decision for you, because this is where you're going to be hosting your blog. Now, goes for blogger.com, wordpress.com, squarespace.com, etc.com, etc.com. There are so many different platforms out there for you to use. A lot of them do require that you are on a monthly plan. Blogger is a great way to start off. I started off on Blogger. You can purchase your own domain and you can just have it there for free. You don't have to pay nothing. WordPress is also a very popular and very good platform, which involves a little more fees. I personally now use Squarespace. I've been using Squarespace for about 3 years now. That's where sheblogsinc.com is housed at. And I pay for my domain, which you can also get free depending on the plan that you buy while you're there. I personally pay a monthly fee of about 12 bucks, and they just take care of everything as far as hosting and all that stuff on the blog. I really love Squarespace. Again, this is all personal preference. I know some bloggers who just stick with Blogger and they're good. I know bloggers who have switched from Blogger to WordPress and they love WordPress. It really depends on your personal preference. I say definitely do your research. There are so many review sites and so many just articles and everything out there that compare these blogging platforms for you, so you don't have to do major looking and digging. You can also definitely look on YouTube. There's just so many videos out there, so just do your research and just pick whatever platform works right for you, the price point. I would also say, especially if you're starting out and you're not having the funds coming in from your blog to cover like hosting fees and etc., to just keep in mind price point. I like, you know, affordability as well. And what I have with Squarespace, you know, I feel like I get a lot for the price that I pay. I like it at all. So I can't even say that I don't. But just do your own research. At the end of the day, make the best choice for you. I'm not going to sit here and swing you which way or the other like some others may do. Do your research, get a platform, start your blog. There you go, honey. Okay. Email. Having a professional email like I have, if you want to contact me, hey@shebloggsinc.com. I also have a PR email, PR@shebloggsinc.com, and then of course I have my own like personal type email at shebloggsinc.com. I love Google email for this because you can have so many, you can have many sub email addresses that goes to like your main email address on Google, which is amazing. So I can have like 3 different email addresses on like one She Blogs Inc. email address. So it's great. So I can have the PR email, the contact email all go to like the only one. I don't have to worry about switching around or anything like that, which is great. It also looks more professional with you, especially if you're trying to work with different brands. I have a PR email which looks very professional. I have it listed on all social media, on my blog. So if any brands or companies, etc., want to work with me, they can just email me. I just feel it looks so much better than, you know, PR@gmail.com. I mean, I'm all on being cohesive and looking professional. And this is especially if you want to work with brands and companies and PR firms. You just want to look professional. Now, if you really don't care and if @Gmail and Yahoo and Hotmail and iCloud work for you, boo, then you do you. That's you. That's your business. I'm just talking from my experience. And a lot of pro bloggers that I see, people who take blogging as their business, they have a professional email. They have email that is directed through their site. So they have, you know, contact@mywebsite.com. Example, they have like I have a PR@shebloggsinc.com. They have emails like that. And these are pro bloggers. So get with it. The next thing we're going to do is topic. You're going to want to choose your topic. That means your niche that you want to write about. This goes with number 1. Why do you want to blog? If you love beauty, blog about beauty. If you want to blog about cars, do that. Choose your niche. If you want to blog about just lifestyle, everyday things, choose that. But choose your topic and be passionate about it, and know that, you know, content and ideas may not always come easy, but if you really love writing about that, then it's not going to be a problem for you. Pictures are a big thing. I've been doing my best to get better with pictures over the years. You really want to have great looking pictures of your products. Natural light is your best light to take when you're doing pictures. Again, this goes with research. You really don't need to have like a lot of expensive equipment. I've gotten so much better on my pictures nowadays. My husband did get me a Nikon D5200 camera, which I love. This is what I'm using now. But do your research on different, you know, picture taking strategies and camera equipment and everything, and just choose what works best for you. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars right away. I definitely did not. Like, I just worked my way up. Do your research, and hell, like, you know, smartphones these days, like, taking hella good pictures. So, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you have good lighting. And lighting is probably like your biggest thing the whole time. But you want to also make sure with the good lighting, is that you want to take really good clear pictures of the product if you're presenting a product or whatever that you're presenting, because we want to see it as it's like right in front of our face. We want to see as much as we can of whatever you're talking about. Posting, you want to decide how much you're going to post. If you were an infrequent poster, which I'm guilty of being sometimes, you know, that really does affect how you work with companies if you're looking for that, and even your readers, because if you're not posting that much, then they're not going to want to come back that much, because it's like, this person doesn't post. Again, I'm guilty of that. I go through my mood swings. I mean, hello, I've been off of YouTube for I don't know how long, But when I am in the mode of posting, I do try to post between 3 to 5 times a week. It's more like 2 to 3 times a week, but you basically want to keep it persistent, even if it's once a week. You want to keep it persistent because you want your readers to keep coming back and looking for your content. Being professional. Again, this is if you just really want to build your following and want to make your blog a business. You want to be professional, especially if you're trying to work with brands. You want to be professional. You don't want to seem that, you know, you don't get back to the PR companies and brands that, you know, after like 5 months you've had their product, which has happened to me. But you just, it's a business at the end of the day. If you're serious about it, it can be a business. And with business, point blank period, you have to be professional. And even as a writer, because your readers are looking to you like you are an expert, or you're a big person on whatever topic. And you also, if you're trying to work with brands, you want to perceive that to them. And then number 10 is just passion. You want to have passion with your blog, and you want to love what you're writing about, and that's the biggest thing. And I know I'm guilty of that sometimes. Sometimes life just gets in my way and I lose my passion for blogging for a moment. But you know, there's even been times where I'm like, okay, maybe I should just stop blogging. But at the end of the day, I really do enjoy it, and I don't really want to stop it, you know. So make sure you have passion for what you're doing. That is the most important thing of all when it comes to blogging. Don't do it for money. Don't do it for like free product, and all of that is great and everything, and I've done and have been doing both. But at the end of the day, it's passion that drives your blog, because when you're writing with passion, it flows through your writing, and readers can read that, they can sense that, and they're gonna keep coming back for more because of that. That is it for this video, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if this has at all helped you, giving you some tips and tricks. And if any of you bloggers out there have any tips or tricks on blogging, please feel free to leave them down below so other future and bloggers can come and read them and be excited about them. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SheBlogsInc. And don't forget, we are also on Facebook. And again, don't forget to check out the website SheBlogsInc.com. I cannot wait for you to read the posting there. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hasta luego.